Well, good morning everybody. How is everybody today? I am just doing my usual, you're probably used to this by now, where I just make sure everything is streaming properly. No, judging by the notification I just heard on my phone, YouTube is good. Do I even really want to try Twitch? I will double check Twitch, make sure we're... And Twitch is working. I think the expression is yay. Well, today should be interesting. Because if anybody remembers from yesterday, I actually made it to Mystery Lake, which was distinctly fraught. I had to spend the night in the open, in a bedroll, by an open fire, somewhat sheltered. Made it through the night. Then made it to Mystery Lake, which fortunately brought me right up to the... I don't think they call it the Trapper's Cabin, but anyway, it's what it is. Which, strangely enough, is what is being displayed on the screen right now, so that's where I am. The last thing I did was sleep through the night, and then check the weather. Now, I've got to bear in mind at this point that I think I'm out of food. So, if I don't find food in this game day, I am probably dead. Unfortunately, while I have a pretty good idea where I'm going, I hope, there was a blizzard blowing outside, which means I've got to wait for the blizzard to stop. Here's crossing fingers. If you can cross your toes, do that as well. So, I will just wait for a couple of minutes until 9 o'clock, which is when I'm scheduled to start, so that if anybody's waiting specifically for 9 o'clock, I am not leaving early, shall we say. Think of me like a bus service. It's better for the bus to show up somewhat late than too early. But the good news is... oh, they do call it the Trapper's Cabin. Well, the good news is I've survived 59 days so far. My health is 100%. Although, according to this... oh no, that's when I exited the game. I was hoping that's not the time in the game. Right. And I have to confess, nervous. My hands are a bit like this. Because the chances that I'm going to die in this live stream are quite high. Mind you, I said that yesterday. I thought I was going to die camping outside in the cold. And I managed to eke out my fire and water and sodas to get me through the night. Just long enough so that I could get through to Mystery Lake. And everything worked just about. Right. Now, so first of all, what I'm going to do is check. Now that could be good. I do have some of that. But that's all the food I've got.
Something to eat.
And I'm overloaded somewhat. I don't have much water. And I am going to need that, most definitely.
Too heavy.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I've got a little bit of food. Let me have a quick check around here. Inedible burnt... oh, I forgot that. Yeah, that was a cup of coffee. I'm pretty certain there is no other food around here. Oh, I hadn't checked this drawer. So it is time. I had better have a good look at what I can get rid of, because I do need to get rid of stuff. I need the sticks, because if I'm stuck out in the open, I need to be able to make a shelter. I will drop that. I might need the books for kindling. Let us drop some of the cloth, because I don't need more than 5 of those. That brings me down a bit. I will drop the wood. That's my bow. This is what I'm wearing. I'll keep the bandages because they're not too bad. I'll drop the cedar firewood. I like to keep a stone or 2 on me, so I'll keep that. I will... This is a bit of... I'll hang on to that for now. Let us harvest that. $29 kilos, so I'm nearly 3 kilos under my limit, which could prove all the difference between life and death. I will drop the snare. I will drop the coal. Hang on to the charcoal. Keep the summit soda. I want to keep the rifle ammunition and the revolver ammunition. Drop one of the flares. Anybody else got any suggestions? I'll drop the dusting sulfur. I'll drop one of the firearm cleaning kits. And now I'm down to the really, really light stuff. Okay. Let us... Let's brave the weather. You can see this is not weather I wish to be running around in. This is a profoundly bad idea. So what I will do is I will drink some water, take a nap for an hour. There's not much else I can do, to be honest. I suppose I could research that book. But... where's the book? Let's research my book for an hour. Did I keep it? I can't remember whether I kept it. I am so silly. Alright, let's use that. Ah, no, I need food. And I don't want to risk using my food until evening, because that's the way the game is played, at least at this difficulty level. Alright, that is better. That is distinctly better. And I think I'm going to have to risk it to get to the ranger cabin. Alright, here we go. So, in principle, if I head pretty much straight that way, I should get to the railway. Once I get to the railway, I should turn left. Follow the railway, and the ranger outpost should be on my right. And I'll be honest here, I did actually check online. Sorry, I know that's cheating, but I don't want this game to end. So that's what I did. I mean, I could always claim I've been in this area before, which I have, just not in this run. I've spent quite a bit of time in this area. I think the cliff we're next to marks the edge of the Mystery Lake, and the railway goes right to the very edge. So if I just keep going this way, I should be all right. I hope people are crossing their fingers, because I certainly can't at the moment, because my hands are on the keyboard and mouse. I've crossed my legs though, does that count? Whoa, what was that? Darn. Oh, brother. First aid. Bandage. How did I do that? Is it worth taking painkillers? Okay. That's not the way I wish to start, I can tell you. I should have called this one Death in the Snow or something, but I've already used that title. And given the cliffhanger, aha, there we go. That should be the railway line. And given the cliffhanger with which we ended last time, it seemed appropriate that I title this one Mystery Lake. If I do one thing today, getting to the ranger outpost is all I want to do. I'm just come from the trapper's cabin, actually. I'm heading for the ranger outpost. I started a few minutes ago in the trapper's cabin. In the middle of a blizzard, which fortunately blew off after about an hour in game. So my first goal is met. I've made it to the railway line. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Desvina Sliden? I apologize if I butchered that. So yes, what I did yesterday was I was based in Milton for the entirety of the game so far. Yes, that's right. Yep, that's exactly where I'm heading. So yesterday was actually quite the challenge, because I, with guidance from another watcher, Well, they'd actually told me where to go. I got to the climbing area above Milton, where the moose is, climbed down, and then actually had to spend... couldn't immediately see... Oops, there was a wolf right there and I didn't see it. That could have been embarrassing. So I effectively was lost, although trying to map my way, and that's when I saw on the map a link to the cave system. Oh, weather's cleared up. But by that point, it was so late in the day, I couldn't find it. So I ended up having to build a campfire. Ah, there it is. I had to build a campfire and sleep out in the open. Fortunately, I was in a relatively sheltered spot. Fortunately, the weather behaved. Fortunately, I had just enough food and liquids to take me through the night, and then early the following morning... Ah, I'm here. Huh. So then the following morning, I found the entrance to the cave system. That was its own little bit of fraught, but fortunately I had enough... or was able to scrounge enough wood. A whetstone! Ha! That's actually what I came for, was the whetstone. I made it! I made it! I made it! And purely by coincidence, at that point, I had 8 people watching, which is, I think, my record. Ah... You cannot believe the relief I'm experiencing right now. I could return to Milton now, because I wanted... The primary reason I came here was to see if I could find a whetstone. But what we'll do is... And what we got there? No. No. So we'll just have a quick look, or a long look. I hope there's enough food here. Some reclaimed wood. So I've got stuff.
I think I can use this.
So now, excuse me. Now, my priority is getting enough food for the night, because yes, that would be good. Hi, Bubba Gum 85. How are you doing?
This'll come in handy.
Coffee? Jerry can? Oh, that's useful. Wouldn't happen to have a rifle as well, would you? Sardines! Yes. Because, what time is it in the day right now? It's about midday. Okay. Because tomorrow I can always go fishing. And, you can survive pretty well on the fish, as long as you don't get eaten by the wolves on the lake.
That'll come in handy.
Don't really need that. I've got 2 flashlights in different places already. Survive the outdoors. Okay. Don't need the running shoes. Someone dinged at me. Hi, Anna. I made it to Mystery
Use
Lake.
this.
Oh, hang on a second. Somebody is messaging me. Let me just have a quick look, see what this is about. Oh, no, that's okay.
Excellent. This stuff will come in handy.
Alright, things are looking up. My goodness. Don't need painkillers at this point, so I will try and remember that. I've got enough reclaimed wood. I don't have any... What's this person said? Well, what I might well do is make it to the nearest fishing cabin. See if there's anything useful in there, because there's, generally speaking, quite a lot of resources around here, so I do need to make some water. Hopefully we've got... I'll grab a recycled can.
What have we here?
Ooh, I have actually used an emergency stim once in this game so far to get up a cliff. I thought that particular area was going to take me down to Mystery Lake. It didn't. It took me to the hermit's hut / cabin. How am I doing for water? Not fantastic. Definitely going to have to spend some time. Check under the stairs. Yes, I did. There was a jerry can there. But I will check further. Yeah, there's a jerry can. I can break down the wheel. This is kind of useful. This keyboard, which I showcased yesterday, has a gaming mode, and that disables the Windows / command key. So if I accidentally hit command, I don't pop up my command screen. That is actually quite useful, because it is something I've done before, accidentally hit that. Alright, I got enough bits and pieces that I'm good with that. Actually, I've got more than enough sticks. Now that I know that I'm not going to be having to spend the night outside, I don't need the sticks, so I've got firewood. And there's a wolf. Now I have it on good authority that if I crouch, the wolf will ignore me, but I'm not going to take any chances. And unfortunately, in my experience, you pretty much have to oh, hang on a second. Can't remember what I was saying now. Hang on a sec. I haven't got my preview up. Oh, it also disables Alt-Tab. Oh, that was a mistake. I'm sorry. Oh, that was pure silliness. That happens. I keep remembering, don't use the right mouse button to click on the screen when you return from some other app. Yeah, I've got sticks. And yes, that was coffee on the counter. What I'm trying to do is see if I can get to one of the cabins. I don't really want to shoot a wolf. Yeah. What happens if you shoot all the wolves on the lake? Do they ever respawn? Yeah, well, that's true. Oh, I can shoot from crouch. That's good to know. I have avoided this one in the past by going around and over there. I can't remember if any of you saw that. Okay, so 3 days in game, I assume. Is that 3? No, that's 3 days. That's three real-time days. The thing about I found is that being on the lake, you basically have to find ways to get around the wolves. You can't just wait for them not to be there. The other thing I found here is if you catch fish, don't carry them with you, cook them first. And the good news is, if I have to, I should be able to spend night in one of the cabins. Where'd the wolf go? And I have died in pretty much this spot before when I was carrying fish. Isn't this exciting? And that's not creepy at all. Don't they ever go to sleep? Most dogs I've known would happily sleep through most of the day given half a chance. Okay, that's not entirely fair.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Don't need that. Grab the tomato soup. Revolver cartridges to make up for my ineptitude.
This'll come in handy.
I once, during a stream, and I can't remember the duration, spent a significant amount of time living in one of the cabins because the weather was terrible and or there were wolves around. Not one of my proudest moments. And guess what I've forgotten to do? The other slightly weird thing is I tend to get lost on this lake. Oh, that's useful. I don't need the reclaimed wood. Two cans of soda proved remarkably useful yesterday.
Could end up being useful.
What time is it? Okay, it is afternoon. I have enough stuff for now. I will head back. On the grounds that I've taken enough risks just being out here. Oh, I also forgot I injured myself, didn't I? Oh, how easily we forget these things. There was me wandering around, and I completely forgot. Technically, I injured my hand and arm, or wrist. Didn't they remove cougars from the game? Yes, if I ever got desperate enough, obviously I would eat the raw fish. But, if it was fresh. Did I mention that somebody did a study once of sushi in, I think it was Seattle restaurants, but I'm not positive about that last bit. They found 10% of the sushi actually had parasites in it. So, while you might want to risk eating raw fish because, you know, we have this idea, well, you can eat raw fish, it's just like sushi. The reality is not so good. Now, it has to be said, most of the time, those parasites that you're eating, they will actually get killed by your stomach acids. Alternatively, if the fish has been frozen for several days, that will also kill the parasites. So if you're eating sushi made from frozen, preferably flash frozen fish, and then thawed, you're probably safe. But funny thing is, they tout Mystery Lake as being a good place for beginners, which technically it is. However, the better place is definitely Milton. The other thing I'm hoping for, of course, is a rifle. Yeah, sushi isn't always flash frozen. It depends on where you are, I think. I imagine if you're right next to the fish market where you buy the stuff, it might not be. Well, I'm getting to know them. I got to know Milton Town and the farmhouse and areas around there moderately well. I've spent most of my gameplay here in the past. So I know this moderately well. The thing is, some of my experience is several years old. And back then, I didn't... What am I doing? Back then, I didn't encounter wolves on the lake. And I can't remember the difficulty level I was playing at. It wasn't the beginning one. But I think they changed some of the dynamics. I've never seen ptarmigans here. Right, let's make some water. And sharpen up a few things. There's another wolf I always run into in that area, and then there's another one at the dam which always chases me into one of the cabins. Oh, excuse me, coffee belch, I apologize for that. Alright, let us get some water going. It is nice that my base starting fire chance has improved significantly. Ooh, wait a second. Oh, okay. I thought maybe I could use that. Oh, that's interesting. Don't need to use tinder for an 80% chance of success? Oh, that's fine. Fine by me. I'll take that. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, give me a second and I will have a quick look at chat.
Turned out pretty well.
Yeah, give me a second, please. Right. Sorry, now that I've got a moment, let me have a quick look at chat. Oh, which area is AC? Doesn't ring a bell at the moment. Hang on. I'm just trying to follow. No. Ash Canyon. Okay, no, not familiar with that one at all. No, I haven't found any pots here. I found pots in Milton. In fact, I found 2 or 3. Here, I don't remember finding pots here, to be honest with you. I'll have another look around, seeing as I'm somewhat set up. Yeah, the pots are useful. Back in Milton, I was able to make 4 litres at a time. Let me have a quick look, see if there are any pots. I haven't done the whole crouch and look thing. It's getting dark though. I need to set out snares, but I don't have any guts, do I? A mental note to... I don't think I have gut. No, I don't. Okay. Mental note, get some rabbits. There should be a rabbit patch just up the road. Yes, in fact, that was one of the mistakes I made yesterday. I didn't have even any recycle cans with me. And the recycle cans arguably could be more useful, because if you only have limited water, at least you can make half a litre. Hang on, I just want to try something. Oh, I can still do that. Okay. I thought game mode switched that off. I was wrong. But I don't think there are any pots here, and I don't think I've ever found a pot here. Yeah, I know I checked earlier. So, if I'm going to stay here a while, which I probably will now, I definitely need, because I do want to go down to the dam, because there might be a rifle by the dam. I don't know. I know I found a rifle in the dam once, so that's one place I know it can be there. Not will be, can be, because I know spawn locations do change. So yeah, obviously I'm still learning. Mental note to self, take a can with you. And last time I was here, I didn't know about this trick. Yep, it's getting late, but I will do my usual. I am going to have a look outside. I'm going to have a look outside just to have a quick look around. Yeah, I know where the dam is from here. It's up that way. Should be rabbits in that area over there. So that's definitely something to do tomorrow. In fact, I will probably go after rabbits tomorrow rather than fish. Simply because I need the gut so that I can make snares. So it looks like I'm going to be based out of here for a while. Which means I'm going to have to brave the wolves quite a bit. Oh, The tower's up there, is it not? Haven't been up there. But, hey, look, I just got here. Okay? I've had, the last couple of days, I mean, yesterday and today were fraught. So I reserve the right to take it easy for a day or two. Actually, I am not in a great state for food, but if I can get rabbits tomorrow, and as long-term listeners will know, my success rate with rabbits isn't half bad. I am moderately good at killing rabbits. Yes, I know I keep saying it. My approach to the game is don't take any risks I don't have to. 60 days! Oh, thank you for letting me know that. I've never actually seen a moose outside the cabin. To the left. Okay, I will check. But I've never seen a moose there. I have seen a moose in Mystery Lake, and as I frequently tell the story, I spawned in and promptly got trampled by a moose within about 5 minutes. And then when I staggered to my feet, wondering what I was going to do next, the moose decided that it was still irritated at me and trampled me again. I think it was my shortest day ever. My shortest run ever. It was hilarious. Unfortunately, I wasn't streaming. Yeah, one of the reasons I came here looking for the rifle was because I want to make a moose skin cloak. For anybody watching who hasn't seen, I went through quite a bit of trouble, and I'm still going through quite a bit of trouble to make myself natural clothing. So, deerskin boots, rabbit skin gloves, rabbit skin head thing, deerskin pants. The deerskin pants, of course, as we all know, was quite yes. Yeah, I messed that up once. Fortunately, I had another deerskin. What time of day is it? Oh, grief, I've still got forever. Well,
Getting weak.
Yes, but let's face it, the coat would look so much cooler. I would look like a mountain man there. I mean, even more than I do in reality with this beard that is in desperate need of a visit to the barber's. Unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to go to my usual barber because they are not nearby.
I could eat anything right now.
But I'll tell you what, I'll bear that in mind. If I get the rifle, things are a lot more open to possibility regarding moose and bear. Okay, that reminds me, the other thing I'm looking for is what's my water situation like? I've gotten spoiled by Milton, where I had loads and loads and loads of water, and now I've got to start over. What have I got in terms of water? I've still got 2 litres. Okay, that's good. Right, let's go and see if we can't find some poor rabbit to murder. Yeah. This is not a situation I particularly care to be in. I think the expression is drat. Well, it's not as if there aren't things I can do, but I think I'm nearly out of food again, aren't I? Yep. Although that's enough to get me through the night. So, sorry? Yes, no, they, don't remember if any of the cabins around the lake have stoves. Okay, so we're back to making water, and I will break up some of this stuff. So, make some water, sharpen things up, read my book.
I could eat anything.
Hey, at least I'm safe temporarily. That's interesting. The tinder doesn't make any difference. I do have fishing tackle. Loads of fishing tackle. And I think I've got a spare hook as well. Yes, I know. That's one of the reasons you might notice if there's any sign that my temperature is potentially dropping, I don't go out. That's become my policy, and I can't remember the last time I actually had a hypothermia warning.
Thought I'd be dying from starvation.
What's my water situation like now? 4 litres. Oh, okay. Not what I wanted to do. I'll make some more water. Simply because I've gotten used to having plenty of water around, so... And it's not as if I'm in a rush at the moment. I hope. I'm going to drop some of this, obviously.
Too much stuff to carry.
Yes, okay. I feel a little better now, so I can. Yes. I think 6 litres is a bit much to be carrying around, don't you? At last, I've started to lay in a store. Okay. Oh, I know. I've been wanting to do this. Where's my knife? Wow. Doesn't exactly give you a huge amount of bonus, does it, for sharpening? All that, mind you, I've used and used and used these things, so you know, I wasn't really keeping them at 100%. Oh, that's useful. Don't know what benefit that would be to me. Let us... Oh, no, that's right. I'm almost out of food. I've got food enough for tonight, as is, I hope. Yes, I should actually have more than enough cattails for the night. But I would prefer to have a rabbit. Let's have a little look and see what the weather's like. Hopefully... Okay. Alright.
Eat soon.
Let us check and see if my memory is correct, and there is in fact a rabbit patch over here. Possibly I shouldn't left that snare behind, but to be honest with you, I was so concerned that I would I wanted to be as light as I conceivably could be. You can certainly hunt deer, but... Are there not rabbits over here? Or maybe that changes. No. It's not marking a rabbit patch. Oh dear. Ah, but is that... I've got 1 arrow, so I could conceivably take a shot at the deer, but the chance that I'm going to lose it is quite high. Deer over there. And rabbit. Aha. I can see a rabbit. A buck is, last time I got one was about 11.5 kilograms, I think. In fact, and there's rabbits. Okay. I'm going to go after the rabbits because they are easier. Oh, I moved at the last minute. That was silly. Oh. Yeah, the weather's starting to change on me. Did my skill at throwing stones at rabbits abruptly drop? I was proud of my roughly 50% hit rate on rabbits, and now it seems that is not to be the case. Okay. That's a good start. Yeah. I have a suspicion I'm going to be here for a while. Especially if I can find some arrowheads. But I do need to go back to Milton because my blasting powder is back there. The sulphur's up at the Travers cabin. So I can make gunpowder if I can find a reloading bench. I need lead though. No, that's not a moose, that's a buck. I don't like the idea of taking a shot, deliberately losing it, and because I've shot 2 deer, tracked them, lost the blood trail, never found the bodies, despite spending a significant amount of time looking for them. And right, I've come up to an hour, so everybody knows what that means. I am going to take a quick break due to reasons of biology, and I will be back in 3 or 4 minutes. I'll see you all shortly. And I'm back. Let's get this rabbit cooked. Oh, should have gotten some wood while I was outside, shouldn't I? Well, let's let's get that underway. Oh, it's only a small rabbit. That doesn't help. Oh, I've only got a small rabbit. Oh well. Let us... I'll place my rabbit... Oh, okay. Oh, select would help. Let's drop my stinkies downstairs. I've taken to calling them stinkies for no good reason. At least I should then be able to make at least one snare. The other thing I just found out yesterday by accident was you can actually make your own fishing hole, which I didn't know. I have got everything running, haven't I? Something sounds a bit weird. Maybe it's just me. I think it's just me. Hope it's just me. I know nobody watching is really in a position to watch me in the evenings, but while my evening live streams haven't exactly been massively successful, I have been able to pick up a subscriber almost every time. That's how come I'm at 70 right now. But I've mostly been streaming Sky at night. Or in the evenings, I should say. Yesterday I did No Man's Sky. Tonight, if I get it, I might do a Loft, which is another one of those cozy adventures I like. I'm kind of hoping to find something which is sort of like Sky, but different, if you know what I mean. And a Loft looks like it's got a reasonable chance of being that. It's in early access at the moment, but apparently it is playable under Linux, so it might be worth a try. Hi Bridgeman, and hi Taylor. Oh, thank you Taylor. I appreciate that.
Turned out pretty well.
No, nobody's actually told me the joke sharts of insanity. But you're right, that would be funny. I was going to be Shards of Sanity, but that name was already taken. Shards of Sanity is actually my Minecraft tag. Oh, that was good timing. Shards of Insanity also has the benefit of implying that I only am a little bit insane, whereas Shards of Sanity tends to imply I'm only a little bit sane. So, you know. I understand it's also a mission in World of Warcraft, which I did not know. Oh, drat. How did I manage to miss that? But yes, I have some hopes for a loft. I think it's multiplayer. And cozy multiplayer I actually find is rather pleasant.
Alright.
I'm kind of waiting to see whether Book of Travels becomes playable under Linux. Hang on. But my evening streams are not actually fixed in stone at the moment, so I haven't put it on a schedule anywhere. It's me just trying to see what I can do. Right. Fishing in the morning, I think. This is the point at which I should probably say, if you're watching this and you're enjoying it, please subscribe and leave a like. Comments are also welcome. I am trying to kind of build the channel, but to be honest, given my lack of ability to necessarily keep track of chat, I'm not quite sure what I would do if I had a lot of people in chat. I wouldn't be able to keep up. So what I'm trying to do is sort of build up a little community like we have right now for the morning, and try and do the same for the evening. I'm just going to take a look outside. Heh. Oh, I can hear crows. That's also something to look for. Maybe I'll go crow hunting and see if they've found a deer, because I know there is a deer or two in this general area. I wouldn't say no to that. Give me another deer skin. I'm just looking. I'm not going anywhere. I am just taking a general look around. I did find the fire strikers. I'd actually put them away.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
I didn't bring a fire striker with me. I do actually have more than enough matches. So much to explore. I suppose Milton was getting a little bit boring because I'd been everywhere I needed to. You know, I'm not sure if I'd noticed this before, but the scarring on... Is that scarring on the tree? I mean, that's something that bears do, or is it just a natural discoloration they've put in? I said that if I died during this run, the next time I ran, I would do Interloper. So, who knows? Maybe you should be hoping that I die so that you don't have to panic so much. But they must have changed that dynamic, because I know watching... and again, this was about 4 years ago during COVID, when I was watching other people's... Well, there was one particular guy whose name I can't remember. He definitely wasn't playing Voyager. I think he was playing Interloper, and he did the whole starve yourself till night thing as well. That's how I know that trick. That's from the moose? Ooh. Before someone taught me this whole press Y trick, I actually used to put the bed right here so that I could just come in through the front door and my bed was there. But now that I know about hitting Y, it makes life a lot easier. Alright, I'll make everybody happy now. Yes, I've heard things about the higher difficulty levels. I wish I was good enough to play long term at one of the higher difficulty levels, but there's no pretending that I am. And let's face it, by the time, even if I stream this every day until the sequel comes out, I probably will never be good enough to play at the higher difficulty levels. Oh, granted though, I mean that is a year, but you know. Yeah, this is true. I'm one of the things I've learned is managing my inventory so that I do have more chance of surviving longer carrying stuff. And what time is it?
I'd eat anything right about now.
Definitely need more food tomorrow.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, stop complaining. Haven't seen that. The tactical backpack, I mean. There's a lot I haven't seen in the game. Let's face it, I'm most familiar now with Milton and Mystery Lake. I haven't survived long enough to have to go anywhere else. Okay, let's just make sure that I do have what I think I do. I do have 2 fishing lines. I've got another one of those. 3 fishing lines, another hook, and whatever. Okay. Of course, with my luck, it's probably going to be a blizzard outside again. No, there isn't. Yay. Alright. Fishing! Oh, I need wood, don't I? Because I want to cook the fish. I want to cook the fish while I'm in the hut. So let us grab some firewood. I don't think I can cut this up, can I? No. Alright. In the past, what I've done is any fish that I didn't take with me, I actually left on the ice outside the one of the huts, rather than carry raw fish across. Right, that should get me going.
Damn it.
Now all I've got to do is brave the crossing to the nearest hut. Actually, one thing I might have a little try at while I'm thinking about it. I'm not actually going to do this. I happened to notice it by accident the other day. Is you can make your own fishing hole, which I didn't realize. I don't know what you need in order to make it, but let's just try. So you can make a fishing hole. Fishing hole requires suitable ice. Okay. Good to know. I'm not stinky. Oh, that's good. Oh! I've broken my own rule and come out when it's slightly too cold, but that's okay, I'm not going very far. Yeah, I've normally found actually that I can normally get fish just by breaking the fishing hole. All right. What do we reckon?
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
That's a good start. And let us start our fire. Oh, right. Okay, thank you. Next time I'll try that.
That did it.
How long does it take to cook fish? Yes, I do. Guilty as charged, I'm afraid. I'll be honest, this is... I find this by turns a cozy game. And... quite horrifying. I don't think I've played a game in a long time that actually has, for me, such constant low levels of abject terror. Okay, not abject terror, but definitely tension, shall we say. Part of it too is, and I know I've said this before, one of the basic rules I understand of survival is don't take a risk you don't have to. So a lot of the time I say to myself, okay, would I do this in reality, assuming I even had the skills to survive? And going out in blizzard conditions is not something I would do. In fact, if I had blizzard conditions, I would have probably just stayed in the hut. Because it's sheltered, I have a bedroll, and I have, I think, enough water to survive the night. So well, that made for a successful night. Day, I should say. What time is it? Yep. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I've never actually used the spray paint. It's something I should do. That actually sounds like a good idea, because I could probably get to the fishing hut, set a fire, do the fishing, dry off, come back, all in the middle of a blizzard. I might very well try that if I can find a paint can. Thank you for the tip. Because that would be very useful here. Because it's just a straight line from there. In fact, if I was clever, I could do it anyway. Just exit that door and turn right. And that would get me to where I was going. Let me just make sure I did actually... might have gotten through the night with that amount of water. Let me just have a quick look at my... Whoops. Ooh, a little bit overweight. Not too bad. What was I looking at? What's my clothing doing? Yeah. A little bit wet. Okay. Yes, no, that's all good ideas. And strangely, things that had not occurred to me. My general rule, as you probably by now know, is if it's bad enough, I'm not going anywhere.
I might have to drop some gear.
You're going to eat most of it in a minute, so stop complaining. It's not light enough for me to do research, and I don't have enough food to spend time in luxury. What did I do with my other bow? I had 2 bows at one point. Did I drop them both at the trapper's cabin? Let's have a quick look. Now that's the one I made. I must have dropped it at the trapper's cabin, because I know I had 2 extra. It's not really dark enough. Oh well. Let's see. Wow. That's enough to get me through the night. So what I can do to... Well, look at that. I don't think I've ever had so much food. Oh, let me just grab some more water. Oh, really? Yeah, now I know that the cabins around the lake have a bunch of stuff. I didn't know there was a prepper cache. Is this behind the ranger's cabin? Ranger's hut? That there's the prepper cache? Or the path to it? Yes, yes, I do know. That is something I'm painfully aware of. Oh! Let's go and have a little look at the aurora, because that's always pretty. What does it look like over the lake? Not that spectacular. It looks more spectacular over that way. Oh, grief. Excuse me a second. Let me just check, see what my phone is saying. Oh, hang on. I just got a WhatsApp message. Oh, okay. No, that's alright. That was my son sending me a reply to something I said to him last night. Half the time I get well, no, never mind. I'm not going to go into anything. I think I will take a screenshot of that, and hopefully I'll remember to use it as a thumbnail, because that's quite nice. Where's my... There, here we go. So, when you say there's a path up behind the cabin, do you mean up in this general direction that I'm facing? Oh, right. Oh, okay. There's a camera? Well, if I last long enough, I should find everything, but... that is the trick, is it not? I noticed there is one slightly worrisome achievement you can get. Defeat the Timberwolf pack. How do you defeat the Timberwolf pack? And by the way, yes, I know I can take a screenshot with F12. I just prefer to do it with the Linux app, because it's easier for me to manage the passwords afterwards. I think the harshest places in this world, isn't that, oh grief. I forget what it's called. Check the laptop downstairs. Oh. Yeah, a bit late for that. Sorry, the Aurora died. I've actually tried throwing a flare at a wolf on the lake, as a matter of fact, and it didn't do anything for me. Sorry, I missed the opportunity for whatever it was. I apologize. I'll try and remember next time we get an Aurora. Okay.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I'm going to drop my fish outside. And then I'm going to go and try the fishing thing again, because I want to try chopping it up for bait, as was suggested. What else am I carrying that I can lose? Oh, well, I'm going to use the wood. Yeah, I'm going to use this in the cabin, I think. Oh, okay. I'll bear that in mind. I suppose what I'm doing now is what I did with rabbits and deer in Milton. Getting a bit of stock up so that everything's a wee bit more comfortable.
All I can think about is food.
You ate more food last night than I think I've ever shoved in your stomach. Please stop complaining. Poor fella. I can't remember how many pry bars I've got. I think I've got 2 or 3 of those hanging around in various places. Alright, so let us do a couple of hours of that using a simple fishing lure. Okay. Fortunately, I have another one. Oh, I'm getting cold. That's not good.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Well, okay. So first of all, what you said I could actually chop a fish up for bait? Let's have a... Actions. Ah, look at that.
Can't feel my feet.
Oh, stop it, you're getting warmer. Look, I can see. It clearly says you're getting warmer. Bait.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
Yes, I don't have any, What time is it?
Something's gotta go.
Yeah, I don't think I've got any, whatchamacallit, scrap metal. And I didn't see any back in there.
Come on. That did it.
What's my biggest fish? Whoa, yes. Oh, I thought I had more sticks on me. I wonder how long it will take to cook this. 43 minutes. No. I'll just take it. Yeah. And I'd better drop it, I guess. Don't really need that. I want this. How stinky am I? Is that going to be a problem, do we think? How stinky, sorry, excuse me, how stinky do you have to be
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
before that wolf will attack? Am I stinky enough, or am I going to have to take a shot at it? Well, he doesn't sound happy. Okay, so any stinky is enough for the wolf to come at me. Oh, that's good to know. There's a fish over there if you want it, Mr. Wolf. When they whimper like that, does that mean you hit them, or just that they're scared? Because, I mean, it did that classic hurt dog sound, and I've never yet found a wolf that's done that. Alright, let us... Well... Because I'm moderately certain I got a good solid hit on a wolf before, and I never... never found the body. Right. Yes, I've heard that about the wolf clothing. I didn't know about the bear. Oh, hang on. Did I drink water? I did. And we're coming up to my 2-hour limit. So, as I am actually getting to a natural stopping point, I will probably bring it to a close once I've finished this sleep cycle. So I will take the opportunity to say thank you to everybody for watching and participating. I appreciate it. I do truly enjoy these live streams. 63 days. Look at that. If you told me a few weeks ago I would make 63 days, I wouldn't have believed it. So I definitely need to search the cabins, get some scrap, do things all to do with fishing, all of which is useful stuff. It's one of the reasons I do like here is because the fishing. That does make it a bit cozier, especially if you don't have to deal with wolves. Yep, you get an achievement for 50 days. Ready for when the SHTF. So, as is my wont, I will take a look outside just to see what the weather's doing. Secure in the knowledge that if I have to, I can stay here for at least another day, maybe two, without, if the weather closes in particularly badly. No, no, looks good. Bodes well. And obviously that wolf isn't dead because it's over there on the ice. Oh, right, okay. Well, we are very early days in principle. I will try and bear that in mind. So, yep, bodes very well for tomorrow's live stream. So, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And I will see you all next time. In the meantime, have a good day, /week, /month, /2025. And I'll see you next time.